Hey friend, Roger Christopherson here again with another first listen review. This is one that I was excited about, and I know nobody's probably heard of this band. Maybe a few select people, but the general public probably has not heard of this band. Their name is Enemy Eyes, and on lead vocals is Johnny Gioeli. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that quite right, but I've been a fan of Johnny's since I can't remember what year it was now, but his band Hardline, they had an album called Double Eclipse, him and his brother, and I can't remember his brother's name now, which is driving me crazy. But anyway, somebody want to comment down in the comments what his brother's name is. I'm feeling really stupid now because I can't think of it. He had a band with Neil Sean playing guitar, and it was amazing. That album, like, there's not a bad song on that album. The singing, his style of singing is very melodic, but he's got this raspiness to it that it's not really a rasp, but it sounds like it is. And the stuff he does on some of those songs on that Hardline album just blew my mind. And the songs are good. I mean, the songs are great, actually. And there's like one cover song on there, Hot Cherie, which actually the band I was in way back in those days was Brandy Lies. We did a version of that song too, and that's a cover song from another band who is slipping my mind right now too. But anyway, I'm not going back to look it up. I'm sure somebody out there knows who I'm talking about, and if you want to leave your comment down on that, that'd be cool. I appreciate all the times that you guys catch me on this stuff, or fill me in on what it is I can't remember. I appreciate it. And anyway, since way back then, I love this guy's singing. They did a couple more albums, and they changed members a lot, and I think at this point he's the only original member. They've done a couple in the past couple years, which are good. They still have that same style of music, but nothing really has lived up to that first album. And no original members at all except him. And he's done a lot of albums with Axel Rudy Pell. In case nobody knows who that is, he's like a guitar whiz. He's got 1 million albums out. Johnny sings on not all of them, but almost all of them. And I can't even imagine how many albums that guy has. And then there's a band he was in called Crush 40, which they wrote music started out writing for Sonic, I believe, the video game. And this kind of exploded from there, and they became a real band and did a few more things. I don't know if they're still active or not, but and then Johnny, actually his first solo album came out here either 2018 or 2019, which is hard to believe that was his first one. He did a couple other projects on the Frontiers label with the drummer from Journey. This is driving me crazy. Everybody's name is slipping my mind today. But they did a duo. He was the drummer that was in Hardline too. What in the world is going on here? All right, pause. I'll be right back. This is driving me crazy. Hold on a sec. All right, I'm back. It was Dean Castronovo. I don't know why I could not think of that name. I don't even know if I just said it right, but holy moly, I could not think of that name. And his brother Joey. Why I couldn't think of that, I don't know. But anyway, I had to check. I've never done that before, but I had to check. All right, so anyway, yeah, he's done all that stuff, and I guess he's done so much. This is actually his 100th recording. Whatever that means, I'm assuming they mean guest appearances and all kinds of stuff, because I can't think of all the stuff he's done, but I know he's done a lot. So anyway, love his voice, love his singing, so I knew I was going to like this. It's got Alessandro Del Vecchio playing bass and keyboards on this. The only thing that I was a little leery about is, if you don't know who Alessandro Del Vecchio is, he's works with or for, I don't know, Frontiers Records, and he's involved in a ton of their projects. He writes a lot of the songs for these project bands that they have together. Some of these project bands come together that sound a lot similar because he's writing a lot of the music for these bands. So I thought, oh, here we go. And he wrote a lot of the music for the last couple of Hardline albums too, and all these other projects. Everything that I think Johnny was involved with. I think he had something to do with those too. But so I was like, oh no, it's not going to be anything new or original here. But I guess going into this, I'm going to mention before I get into it, the guitar player is Marcos Rodriguez. I'm not really sure who that is. And on drums, there's Fabio Alessandrini. Not really sure who that is either. This is a Italian-based record company that that Frontiers is, so they probably are guys that are over there. I don't really know them at all, but not gonna let that stop me from liking this, because this album is heavy. I guess they went into it wanting to write a heavy metal album. I guess Johnny just wanted to do something that was heavier than anything he's ever done. I guess he just really loves singing metal, and they wanted to go in there with the attitude that this is a band and not a project. So that remains to be seen whether that's going to be the case, just because of Alessandro's and Johnny's, I keep saying Joey now, Johnny's history as being involved in projects. I don't know, but anyway, they went into this with the idea that it's going to be a band and it's going to be heavy metal. And I didn't know all that before I started listening to it. I kind of was reading up as I was going, listening to this. And the first thing I noticed when I plugged it in, I was like, oh wow, this is heavy right off the start. It's definitely not going to be we're not talking like Slayer or, even Metallica heavy for that matter, but it's heavy. It's definitely heavy metal. I mean, it's, I don't know, probably somewhere in the vein, not quite as heavy as Priest, but a little bit heavier than Scorpions. I don't know if that makes any sense, but somewhere in that range. But definitely heavier than anything that he's done before that I can think of anyway. Songs are all really, really killer. I mean, there isn't a clunker in the bunch. My favorite one is actually the very last song, Rat Race. What I believe kind of starts out as what I thought was going to be a ballad, but that didn't last for very long. That turned into kind of a really heavy, epic type sounding song. Everything else on here, just heavy. They achieved what they meant to do. Probably going to give this one a few more listens. I really, really actually enjoyed this one. I've had quite a few this weekend that have impressed me. One of the ones I was hoping to like was kind of so this one kind of makes up for it, and got a couple more here. Man, I just got a ton this weekend. I've been digging through what I want to listen to, and there's a few that I got on my own that I really want to listen to. Check out my Candlemass one. I'm sure there's a lot of people out there that may not know who that one is, and they're a cool band too, but that's a different one altogether. So anyway, guys, tell me what you think of this. I got a couple more here I'm listening to that I want to get through before the end of the day, but this one really, I wasn't even going to do a review on this one, but it was so good I decided, hey, why not get to let people know that this is out there and give it a shot. Tell me what you guys think, like, subscribe, share, and all that fun stuff like I always say, and talk to you later. See you.